The lesser known Parisian side in French football, Paris FC, currently in the second division, sitting nervously above the relegation zone. With the current PSG side, Parisian football looks capable in their hands for now, but we are hoping to make our move and challenge them for the future of French football. So, you guys must be wondering, Owen, what are the rules of a rebuild challenge? Well, first off, the main objective is to take a team to Champions League glory. And through that, all games will be simulated, bar the Champions League final, which will be played, of course. Transfers, they could be as realistic or unrealistic as I want them to be. And the final rule is that there will be a big focus on the transfer window. So rules aside, guys, I hope you enjoyed the rest of this rebuild. So our first looks at the squad, and the first thing I can notice, our squad is really old. And then some of the other players who we have are either on loan or just not that good. So realistically, our squad isn't actually that strong. I'm going to have to look for a new goalkeeper because Demarakani is 36 now, so that's something we're definitely going to need to be looking for. But other than that, I'm not really too sure what we'll need, so I guess I'll bring it back for making any business. Oh, we have our first departure here at the club, guys. We have decided to sell Vincent Decker, and he was aging quite a lot, 36 years old, so we have decided to sell him, and we managed to get 300k for him. And we have picked ourselves up a top goalkeeper here, guys. We have brought over Diogo Costa from Porto. The Portuguese goalkeeper is joining us here at the club for 2.5 million euros and 19 at 70 rated. I can only see bright things for the Portuguese youngster. So we have another departure here, guys. We have sold Ousmane Kante here. The Guinean centre-back is leaving us to join Alan Singapore. He was our highest rated centre-back, but also our oldest. And we managed to cash in 1 mil for him, which I'm happy about, meaning we can go in for a stronger centre-back if need be. But if not, we'll just rely on our youthful ones. We have another departure here, guys. We have sold Jonathan Pritropia. He is leaving us, and he is going to join Benevento over in Italy for 7.10k. Again, another departure here, guys. We have sold Julian Lopez here. He is joining Zaragoza. The Algerian left midfielder is going over there, and he is going to be playing for them, and he cost them £1 million. So all of those departures have enabled us to pick up a brand new sign-in here. We've brought over the right back, Robert Gumny from Poland. He is joining us here, and he's going to be absolutely incredible, I reckon. Cost us 3.5 mil, which is quite a big figure for the side we have, but I'm hoping he can stay with us for the rest of the rebuild because he is on the level of the peaks of our squad. And if he just keeps growing, then I can see him becoming a top-class, world-class right back in no time. So we've got a huge signing coming here, guys. We've brought over Gonzalo Moroni from Sampdoria. The Argentinian playmaker joins us here at the club for 2.35 mil. And I'm honestly super excited about this signing, and I'm hoping he'll become incredible for our team moving forward. So after the departure here, guys, we have sold Samuel Yoho, the Ivorian centre-back is leaving us, and he is joining Guangzhou Evergrande in China for a fee of 900,000 euros. And we have a brand new centre-back signing here, guys. We have brought over Miles Robinson from Atalanta United. The American centre-back is joining us here at the club for 2 million euros, and I'm very happy with the fee, and I'm really hoping that it can be a solid rock moving with our defence. So at the end of the first transfer window, we have spent 10 mil bringing in Diego Costa, Gumny, Maroni, and Robinson, as well as getting rid of some of our other players. This is how starting 11 is looking. I know most of our players are here on loan, such as Cosiello and Koulibaly. They're both on loan, so we'll be needing to pick up some replacements for them next season. I'm hoping we can sell Menez, but we didn't get a single offer for him so far. So yeah, guys, I guess I'll bring you back at the halfway mark. So at the halfway mark, we see ourselves sat in 7th position with 32 points, and we are currently only behind on goal. No, only a few points behind, but we are looking in a decent position. I don't know if we're going to be able to push for promotion since we're not that far away. It is only 6 points, but I still reckon it might be difficult to gain some when some of the other people have got extra games ahead of us. But yeah, guys, I guess I'll bring it back if we make any signings. So we do have a new signing this transfer window, guys. We have brought over Lucas Nemecha from Middlesbrough. The German striker is joining us here at the club for a fee of 1 million euros, as well as the departure for us of Jeremy Menez. The cam was a bit old and he was probably going down, so we managed to ship him off in order to gain a player who's at the same rating now and a lot younger with a higher potential. So I'm hoping this is a good move for the club. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring it back if there's any more signings. So this is a pretty weird signing, but we've picked up Harrison Burrows here from Peterborough. We did a swap deal here with Felipe Sad. The centre back was really old and I wasn't looking to renew his contract, so I was trying to get a swap deal for him. But unfortunately, due to his high age, his value was really low. And we weren't able to get much of a player, but we've picked up Harrison Burrows here and hopefully maybe can be a decent rotation player or someone we can sell on in the future. So at the end of the January transfer window, we have spent £1 million bringing in Nemecha and Burrows, as well as getting rid of 2 older players in Menez and Sad. This is how the squad's looking. We are going to need to pick up a few improvements for next season, but I reckon the squad might be strong enough. I don't know if we can push for promotion or not, but I reckon we should at least be able to finish in a top half position. So other than that guys, I guess I'll bring you back at the end of the season. With Cosiello returning to his parent club at the end of the season from his loan deal completion, I thought it was necessary for us to bring in a replacement, so we have done this with this pre-contract signing here, Alfonso Gonzalez. The Mexican guy here is going to be joining us next season on a pre-contract, and at 73 rated, I reckon he'll be fighting for at least 2 seasons before we need to pick up someone more world class. So we have another departure here guys. We are selling Florian Martin. He's going to be leaving us to join CFR 1907 Cluj for 560k. So at the end of the season guys, we finished in 8th position, which I'm not really too fussed about. This first season was just a bedding in season and hopefully getting a few players who can grow. But next season is when we'll mainly be making our push for promotion into League 1. So other than that guys, I guess I'll bring you back in season 2. So I have another departure here guys. We have decided to sell the Tunisian left back Ali Abdi. The 26-year-old left back is going to be joining Heidenheim for 800k. So we have a brand new striker signing here guys. Unfortunately one of our top strikers was only here on loan last season, so I've brought over here Akoma Lois Apenda for Belgian. The Belgian striker, he's joining us here at the club for just under 5 mil, and we got him for under his valuation, which was very nice. It was a release clause pickup, I must mention, but honestly I think that was just poor from his former club, and I'm really excited for this signing. Club Brugge really missed out on this gem, but hopefully he can bolster our attack line along with Nemecha. So I have another departure here guys. We have decided to sell Mario Jason Kikonda. The French midfielder is leaving us and joining Gertspier for 1.3 million euros. So we have another departure here guys. We have decided to sell Mohamed Rabiou. The midfielder, it was getting kind of old now, so we have agreed to deal with Leon and he is leaving us for 600k. So we've got another departure here, another player going to Heidenheim. We have decided to sell Lamine Diapiadiega. The French striker, I saw that he'd gone up a few ratings and that he could go for some decent money, and hopefully that money is going to help fuel a few more signings to improve the rest of the squad. So we have picked up a brand new centre midfielder here guys. We have picked up Dennis Wilpo here, and he's cost us 2 mil, which I'm happy about. We managed to get him for under his valuation, and 70 rated at 23 is probably not going to be an end game player, but I reckon he can fill out for at least this season and maybe next. So yeah guys, I guess I'm back if we make any more signings. So we have a brand new left back signing here guys. We have brought over Christopher Rochia from Olympique Marseille. The 22-year-old left back is joining us here at the club for a fee of 2 million, and hopefully he can be a decent left back for this season until we need to pick up a better one next season. We just didn't have a lot of budget left in order to pick up someone, so hopefully we'll be able to do that in future seasons, but for now Rochia is our brand new starting left back. So looking at the squad, after selling a bunch of our older players, we have ended up with a really thin squad. So I've decided to sign a few free agents. They're not incredible, they're all at least 60 rated or lower, but we just needed some more squad depth. So we've got Stefano Bellanova, Maximiliano Passerini, we've got John McCallum, we've got Kevin Martinez, and Pierre Graziano Bindi, who has a lot of pace, which is really cool. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back for making any more signings, and if not, I'll bring you back on deadline day. So at the end of the first window of the second season, we have spent 8.9 mil bringing in Apenda, Poa and Rochia. The free agents, they don't really count as signings, but we have put together some decent signings, I would say, we've brought into the club. This is how the starting 11's looking. Unfortunately, we're missing our CDM and centre back for quite some time, but honestly, the starting 11 is looking really strong now. I'm hoping that Costa and Gumney and Openda can all hit mid-70s by the halfway mark, and maybe the same for Moroni, but I do definitely think we're going to need a brand new centre back for next season. But once again, the squad's looking really strong now. We've got a lot of youth in the squad. I'm pretty sure our oldest player is Manduki, but he should be fine for this season. Maybe next season as well if we can't pick up anyone. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back at the halfway mark. So halfway through the season we see ourselves leading the pack in hopes of promotion as well as winning the league, which is always a nice thing to see, meaning we are potentially going to be promoted next season, which is always nice to see. Hopefully we can hold out ahead of mates. I don't care if we come second, that's fine, as long as we get promotion. I'm not too fussed. But yeah guys, we're in January now, so I guess I'll bring you back if we make any signings. So I have a brand new signing here guys. We've brought over another striker just because we needed a bit of backup because we sold all our good ones in the transfer window. We have decided to bring over Jordan Tell here from Stade Rennes, and it cost us 900k, which is a little under his valuation. I'm not expecting too much for him, but we just needed a bit of cover in case Openda or Nemecha needed resting. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring it back if we make any more signings. So if you guys couldn't tell, we had a pretty empty transfer window, only bringing in one French striker. The squad is looking like this. Hopefully we'll be able to continue the momentum from the first half of the season and hopefully get ourselves a promotion place for the Liga next season. So guys, we have done it. We have managed to win the league this season, which means we are going to be playing Liga and football next season. So I'm really happy about that. The squad was able to carry through. We only picked up one loss throughout the entire season, and we managed to finish on over 100 points, which is always nice to see. So we have become the Centaurians of League 2, and I guess I'll bring you all guys back in Season 3. So guys, for this window we have decided to pick ourselves up a brand new centre back, which is what we needed. We pushed the absolute limits of the budget we received. We hardly got anything through getting promoted, which is kind of easy to expect, but I still would have expected a bit more. So we have picked up here Joris Nagnon here from Crystal Palace. The French-born centre back is going to be joining us here at the club for 16.6 million euros. So I have a departure here guys. We have decided to sell Adama Sarr here. He is leaving us and he is going to be joining FC Leuven. The Senegalese striker is leaving us for 330k. So we have another departure here guys. We have decided to sell the cam Sami Mutag. The French midfielder is going to be leaving us for 600,000 euros. So at the end of the transfer window we have only brought in one player in Nagnon and sold Sarr and Mutag. This is our starting 11 going into our first league campaign is going to be going. Honestly, I reckon we'll be in a relegation battle, but that's only to be expected. But hopefully we won't get relegated. Hopefully the squad will grow a bit throughout the first half, so hopefully we'll be able to push for safety in the second half. But other than that, I'm not really too sure what to expect. Hopefully Openda and Nemecha and Moroni can score us some goals and Nagnon can help cover Costa. But other than that guys, I guess I'll bring you back halfway through the season. So we're actually doing better than I initially expected us to do. We are currently around mid-table and I think we are clear of the relegation zone. We are 13 points clear of relegation zone, so I reckon we should be fine for the rest of the season, which does put me at ease as well as the rest of the fans, I'd imagine. So yeah guys, since we're in January, I guess I'll bring it back for making any more signings, and if not, I'll bring you back on deadline day. So guys, we have decided to loan out Anthony Martial. The French goalkeeper was wanting to leave the club due to lack of playtime, so he's going on a 1-year loan to Sassuolo. So due to us loaning out our backup goalkeeper, we have decided to loan in a brand new backup goalkeeper for the remainder of the season. We have brought over Dario Ramos here from Getafe. The Spanish goalkeeper is just going to be filling out on the bench for the remainder of the season because I didn't have enough funds to buy someone. So I just thought we'll loan someone in for this season and then we'll probably just be fine for the next season. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back on the last hour of deadline day. So it says here we haven't done any business, but we did a few loan shifting deals, but that's about the most of it. This is how the starting 11's looking. Like, it's growing, that's always good to see. I'm still hoping for a bit more growth from some of our players, but we are definitely going to need to pick up a new midfielder next season because Manduki is now been outgrown as well as being the oldest player in the starting 11. So we are going to be looking for a new CDM next season. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back at the end of the season. So guys, we managed to finish in a mid-table position. We have survived our first season here in League One. So I can only see good things coming for us for the next few seasons. So I guess I'll bring you guys back in season 4. Guys, we have done what we set out to do and picked ourselves up a brand new defensive midfielder in this first part of the window. We have brought over Florentino here from Watford. The Portuguese midfielder is 22 years old and an 81 rated. I can only see good things, and hopefully he's going to be a rock sitting in front of our defence. So over departure here guys, we have decided to sell Axel Bamba here. The Ivorian born centre back is going to be leaving us and joining Standard Liège for a fee of 7.5 million euros, and I'm happy of getting rid of him because we're going to be going for a big centre back now to partner in Gnagnon. I could have sold Miles Robinson, but I figured that he would be better for a backup instead of Axel Bamba, so we've sold Bamba here. We've got a decent fee for him. Hopefully this will be enough to pick up the guy I'm looking for. Guys, we have picked up the brand new centre back was on about, and we were able to get the guy I wanted. We managed to pick up here William Saliba here from Arsenal. The French centre back is quality in my opinion, and he's got a super high potential, and hopefully he can get that with his time here, whether it's at Paris, while we push for a deeper position or at least mid-table once more. So yeah guys, I guess we bring it back if there's any more business done. So over departure here guys, we have decided to sell Cyril Manduki. The midfielder was here with us from the start, but we have decided to finally ship him off. He is going over to Argentina for a fee of 2.5 million euros. So we have a brand new sign-in here guys. We have brought in a brand new backup goalkeeper. We have brought over Nico Mantel from Leganes. The 22-year-old German is joining us to go for 2.9 mil. We picked up his little release clause because I didn't have much money left, but I thought at least picking up a decent backup goalkeeper should see us through for the first half of the season. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back on deadline day. So we made two big signings in Florentino and Saliba, as well as picking up Mantle for a back, as well as getting rid of Bamba and Manduku. This is our starting 11's looking. We are going to need to make some improvements for next season, but I'm not really too sure where. Apenda and the Metro are going to keep growing. The same for the rest of our team, but we're either going to need some midfielders and a left back is basically what I need in order for us to start pushing for the higher places in the league. But other than that guys, I guess I'll bring it back in January. So halfway through the season, we see ourselves in 8th position, which is an improvement on where we were last season. We are in quite a strong position. We're not quite pushing for European football just yet. We could actually, because I'm not sure if 7th is or not, but we could also slip a few places, being only a few points ahead of 10th. But I do reckon a mid-table finish is acceptable for this season. But now we're in January guys, I guess I'll bring it back for making any signings. So upon his return from his loan deal, his place as the backup goalkeeper was taken, so I've decided to sell Anthony Martial. He is going to join New York City for a fee of 1.4 million euros. So guys, we've made a huge signing here. We've brought over Giovanni Lo Celso from Real Betis. The Argentinian midfielder is going to be joining us here next season. I'm really happy with this sign because we're now going to have a stable midfielder to go along with Florentino. So our midfielder is going to go up in extra levels for the next season, and hopefully we can start pushing for European football. So we had a bit of money remaining despite making the Lo Celso signing. We have brought here Brian Soumare, the French midfielder, joining us here from Dijon. Well, I was looking for players who were really cheap that we could pick up, and we snapped him up here for 2.1 mil from his release clause, and he's just going to be there to fill out the bench because our squad is really thin, and if we don't need him anymore then we can just sell him off for a bit of profit. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back on deadline day. So at the end of the January transfer window, we have brought in Lo Celso for next season and Soumare for now, as well as getting rid of Martial now. This is the starting 11. Honestly, we are going to need to pick up probably another midfielder next season. I was about to say 2, but we just signed Lo Celso, so we'll be fine on that front. Hopefully the squad can keep growing and players like Costa, Moroni and Nemecha can start pushing up a bit more. Rachia, we are going to need to pick up a left back at some point, but we're not getting much money from the board, so it's kind of hard to make a bunch of good signings in a row, so we have to pick them up one by one. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring it back at the end of the season. So at the end of the 4th season, we've finished mid-table once again. We've dropped a place, we have dropped into 9th, but honestly that doesn't really matter to me because we've got Lo Celso coming into us next season, and hopefully we'll have a bit more money this time to push and play around with, so we should be able to bring in some more quality. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back at the start of season 5. And here is Lo Celso, guys. He's joined us here now. Finally, he's arrived here from Real Betis on the free deal we agreed last season. I'm really happy that he has come here now, because now our midfield is a lot stronger, and now we have another Argentinian attacking-minded midfielder to go with Moroni. So we have a departure here, guys. We have decided to sell Alfonso Gonzalez, the Mexican midfielder we signed in the first season on a pre-contract. He is leaving us now. We've picked up Lo Celso, so he's no longer needed, and we've managed to acquire 12 mil for him. So guys, here we go. We have brought in a brand new midfielder here to strengthen our midfield, of course. We have brought over Pedro Gonçalves here from Famalicão. The Portuguese midfielder here, 85 rated at 25, and we've picked him up here for a fee of 45 million euros, and I'm really happy with this signing because he's going to be a beast. So our midfield is now absolutely stacked, so now all we really need to do is focus on a left back next season and maybe improve on some of our other positions, but I'm really excited and looking forward to the future here at Paris FC. We have a departure here, guys. We have decided to sell our left back here, John McCallum. The English left back was with us for a short time from the second season, and we have decided to ship him off for 1.1 mil. Made for one signing Gonçalves and getting rid of Gonzalez. We've brought in, no, that's funny. We've brought in Gonçalves, got rid of Gonzalez and McCallum. This is how the starting 11's looking now. It's a lot stronger now. We just need to pick up a new left back, and then honestly, I reckon we can push deep in the Champions League, let alone the Europa League. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna see how the squad grows then. Yeah, I'll bring you back at January. So we have a departure here, guys. We have decided to sell Pier Graziano Bindi, the Italian striker we signed on a free deal back in the second season, is leaving us, and he's joining Bristol City for a fee of 2.5 million euros. So halfway through the season, we see ourselves sat in second position just behind Paris Saint-Germain, which is very nice to see because we are now catching up and competing for the top spots. I reckon we might be able to get European football this season. No, I'm confident we'll get European football this season, but if it'll be Champions League or Europa League, that's still unsure to me. But since we're in January, guys, I'll bring you back if we make any business. So the departure of Bindi being the only piece of business we're doing for January transfer window, our squad isn't much changed from what it was at the start of the season, apart from a bit of growth from some of the players. So yeah, guys, I guess I'll just bring you back at the end of the season where we'll find out where we finish. So guys, we managed to finish the season where we left off in January. We managed to finish in second position behind PSG. We have got pretty close though. I know they absolutely dominated and winning nearly every single game bar drawing one, and I'm still happy where we've come. We've come a long way since last season, and now we're going to be playing Champions League football next season, which I'm extremely happy about. So we also managed to make it to the final of the Coupe Nationale, but we lost in the final to the eventual, we lost to the champions, PSG. Which is expectable. I don't see us winning at the moment. We still need a few improvements to make our squad even better. But other than that, guys, I guess I'll bring you back at the start of Season 6. So our first piece of business this window is a departure, and it's us selling Joris Nagnon. The French centre-back was with us from our first season in Ligue 1, but he's now joining Inter for a fee of 50 million euros. So we have another departure here, guys. We have sold our left back, Christopher Rochia. The left back joined us in the second season for around €2 million, I'm pretty sure. And we have just sold him for huge profit. And we've just sold him to Leicester for €45 million, which is absolutely incredible. Meaning we can pick up an absolutely amazing left back now, which gives me a lot of confidence for the rest of the season. And we have made a monster upgrade to our defence here, guys. We have picked up Matthias de Ligt here from Juventus. The Dutch centre-back is joining Surgical for €87.9 million. He had a release clause in his contract where we snapped up immediately, and I'm absolutely over the moon with this. Him and Saliba at the back, it's just a guaranteed success really, innit? So I'm really happy with this signing. We've got probably one of the better defenders on the game at this stage. So yeah, guys, I guess I'll bring it back when we pick up our new left back. So guys, we have finally decided to steal a player from our Parisian rivals. We have picked up Alejandro Grimaldo from PSG. The Spanish left back is 28 now, but I'm expecting us to win it within at least the Champions League within the next 2 seasons, so I'm reckoning he should be fine until then. But if not, we are going to probably need to pick up another left back. It's the risk I took, but we managed to get him for 53 mil, and for an 87 rated left back, I think that's a pretty decent figure. So yeah, guys, I guess I'll bring you back if we make any more signings. So at the end of the transfer window, we have spent 140 mil bringing in both De Ligt, Gramada, as well as selling Nagnong and Rachia. This is how the starting 11 is looking going into our first Champions League campaign this season, which I'm very excited about. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back when we find out our group. So for our first campaign, we have been drawn in Group C, and what I think to be quite a difficult group with both Dortmund and Ajax. We have got Dynamo Zagreb, who could be a few easy points, but with both Dortmund and Ajax, I can see us maybe just getting through, or potentially not, at least getting Europa League football as well. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring it back when the results are in. So guys, we have actually topped the group. I wasn't expecting us to, but we managed to get through without picking up a single loss. Ajax dropped to the Europa League, and only just though by 1 point. So there must have been really harsh contesting between those guys. And Dynamo Zagreb did lose every single game, only scoring twice. All and once was against us. I just saw it on the right hand side. But let's see who our round of 16 opponent is then. Inter. I'm not too sure how to feel. They're going to have a really good side. This could cause us some trouble. But yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back at the halfway mark. Honestly guys, you wouldn't believe it. We're actually top of the table. We're actually winning the league currently. We're 3 points ahead of PSG. They've actually picked up a loss this season, which we haven't. So I'm assuming that means we must have beat PSG. Because if we didn't lose to them, we must have either at least drawn or... I'm probably getting ahead of myself, but we're top of the league, which is always a nice thing to see, which does give me some confidence going into the second half of the season. But since we're in January guys, I guess I'll bring it back if we make any signings. So we have a departure here guys. We have decided to sell Ikoma Lois Openda to Real Madrid for 120 million euros. We only signed the Belgian striker for around 4 million in the second season, and we have just absolutely insanely multiplied the profit we've gained for him. We haven't got much time left to sign players, but I'm hopefully going to make the most out of the money we've received as well as the time we have remaining in order to pick up some brand new signings. And we have a brand new striker here guys. We have decided to pick up Myron Boadu. He's coming over here from Leverkusen. The Dutch striker is joining his club for 50 million euros. We picked him up on a pre-contract deal, and pre-contract, what am I on about? I've lost it. A release clause signing deal here, and I'm absolutely ecstatic about this deal because we've just gained a better player as well as 70 mil for our other striker. So yeah guys, this was a very good signing. Hope we feel that he can do some good stuff up front. I'm lost for words, I don't really know what to say guys. So yeah, I guess I'll bring it back when we make our next signing. So guys, we have another signing here. We've picked up a brand new backup striker in the form of Joel Linton. The Brazilian striker had a hard time at Newcastle, but he transferred to Nice and we snapped him up there. I knew he was doing well because I took a look at the top scorers when I was simming through January, and saw he was actually doing pretty well. So we've decided to snap him up as our new backup striker to play behind Meche and Boadu. So we have a departure here guys. We have decided to sell Nico Mantel. The German goalkeeper was our backup, but we have decided to sell him to Montpellier for a fee of 7.3 million euros. So with Mantel leaving the club, that freed up the backup position between the sticks. So we have decided to pick up Rui Silva here from Granada. The Portuguese goalkeeper is going to be joining us here at the club for a fee of 21.7 million euros. And I'm hoping that, because he's 83 rated as well, I'm hoping that he isn't wanting too much play time, despite Diego Costa only being a few ratings higher. But I thought we had the money, so we might as well pick up someone quality to be our backup instead of picking up someone a bit crapper. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring it back if we make any more signings. So guys, we have decided to pick up a brand new backup left back here. We have brought over Daley Sint-Groven from Dusseldorf. The Danish again, I've said the same with Boadu. The Dutch left back is joining us here at the club for a fee of 12 million euros. I'm hoping he'll be a decent backup to Grimaldo. So a very active January transfer window sees us bring in 4 players as well as getting rid of 2. I want to say that we spent the Openda money quite wisely bringing in the 4 signings we did make. So now we have plenty of backup to go along with quite a strong starting 11. This is how the starting 11 is looking though guys. We just need a bit of growth from Saliba and Costa, and then we'll probably pick up a new striker for Nemecha next season depending on how he grows. But yeah guys, I'm really happy with the starting 11 we've got so far, so I guess I'll bring you back when we're at the first leg of the Champions League. So we have got the away leg here first against Inter Milan, and we are missing Nemecha as well as Gonçalves. So Jolinton does get the nod up front recently after joining us, and who's going to be filling? Poa. Poa's going to be filling in at centre mid. I don't have too much hope, seeing as though we are missing a lot of our good players. But how we're going to go? A 2-1 loss. It's obviously not the best result, but it's also not the worst considering the strength of the squad we had put out. I do believe we have just a slight chance of progressing through to the next leg. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back when we're at the home leg. So we're trailing in going into the second leg, and the game clearly just wants us to lose because while simming, our cam, Moroni, picked up an injury, meaning we're missing our striker, one of our centre mids, as well as our cam. So our squad is basically, I want to say out now, like, yeah, we pick up another 2-1 loss. Oh, that's annoying. So that's actually really annoying, but we've got knocked out really early in our first real push for the Champions League. So that doesn't really mean we have much else to look forward to this season. So yeah guys, I guess I will bring you back at the end of the season. So despite an early exit in the Champions League, guys, we have managed to go ahead and win the league without picking up a single loss like that, as well as being Centurions. Like, this was a great season domestically, but European football, we had a pretty poor season in that department. But yeah guys, on a good note of us finishing in a high position in the league, I guess I'll bring you guys back at the start of Season 8. So we have a departure here guys. We have decided to sell Lucas Nemecha, and he's joining Valencia for 140 million euros. I was hoping to keep him because I saw that he'd grown, and we obviously signed him for a reason, and he's just outgrown all expectations. But when you can get a massive amount like that for him to improve your squad, it's a pretty hard offer to turn down. So guys, we have done it. We have picked up a brand new striker, another world-class signing, joining us here in Paris. We have picked up Erling Haaland here from Manchester United. The Norwegian behemoth is joining us here at the club for a fee of 120 million euros. And now with him up front alongside Boadu, we have this really strong back line. So now all I can really say is we probably need a brand new midfielder, which I have got my eye on someone. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back if we can sign the player I'm looking for. So we have done it guys, we have brought over the world-class midfielder I was talking about. We've brought over Frenkie de Jong from Barcelona. The Dutch midfielder is shown us here at the club for a fee of 1.35 million euros. We got him on quite a cheap fee to say his rating and his price. So I'm really happy with this signing. We've got now an extremely strong midfielder to go alongside the rest of our midfield, which should hopefully boost our hopes for Champions League this season. That doesn't make sense, does it? Hopefully pushing deep in the Champions League this season. That's what I meant. So we had a very expensive transfer window, bringing in Haaland, de Jong, as well as getting rid of Nemecha for a huge amount of money. This is how the starting 11 is looking, and I'm really happy with it. We just need a bit of growth from Moroni, Florentino, and maybe Costa and Saliba. But our starting 11 is absolutely incredible. Like, this is probably one of my best teams I've made. We've got 2 players in the 90s, 2 players at 92. We've got both the Ajax boys who are now back together to cause so much trouble in the 2018-19 season. And yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back when we find out our Champions League group. So guys, we have been drawn in a group here with Leipzig, Napoli and Besiktas. It's quite a similar group to the one we had last season, where we have 2 decent sides as well as one side which are expected to finish bottom. I'm not really too sure what to expect. I can see us getting through though, which is always something I'd like to see. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back when the results are in. So guys, in the Champions League we managed to win every single game, which is always a nice thing to see. But Leipzig just missing out on the Champions League by 1 or minus. Wait, no. They must have lost by head-to-head record. Oh bro. I had a lot of fun with the head-to-head record in our Werder Bremen rebuild. But yeah guys, I guess let's see our round of 16 opponent, and it is Bayern Munich. Bayern are a very strong side, which does give me a bit of worry, knowing that we are going to have to face them in order to get past. But yeah guys, we'll be travelling to the Allianz Arena first, so let's just hope we can do something there. So we're going blow to blow with PSG for the title. We are only 1 point ahead of them, which does fill me with a little bit of doubt, but hopefully we can continue to carry on with this good form that we're in. We must have lost to PSG, seeing as though they're the only team that haven't picked up a loss. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back if we make any signings, and if not, on deadline day. So as a surprise, we haven't spent any money in this window or had any departures due to our first season window. This is how the start 11 is going to be looking going into the game against Inter Milan, in hope of actually pushing deep into the Champions League this season. Did I say Inter Milan? I just realised I said Inter Milan. That's who we had last season. We've got Bayern Munich. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. We have got Bayern Munich in the Champions League. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back when we're in Germany. So we have the first leg here guys, and we are away. We are missing Lo Celso for injury, so Gonçalves is going to be filling in midfield. I still expect us to pull out a good result. A 2-1 win. Florentino picks up a suspension, meaning we will be missing him for the next leg. So once again, Gonçalves will be filling in midfield for us. But with that guys, I guess I'll bring you back when we are in the second leg. So we have got the second leg here guys. We're going in 2-1 up. We are missing Florentino through suspension, so Gonçalves is filling in once more. We've got 2 away goals, so as long as we don't concede, we're through basically. We'll come away with a 1-1 draw, which is enough to let us through, because that means that we'll go in 3-2 on aggregate, which is good. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back when we find out our next opponent. So we've actually been drawn up against Juventus here in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and we could have got someone a bit easier, but honestly I reckon we should still be fine in making it through. But other than that guys, I guess I'll bring you back when we are at home. So we have the home leg here against Piemonte Calcio or Juventus, and we have a full strength starting 11, so I can see us getting a decent result here. I'm hoping for at least a win, but I suppose I could take a draw as long as we don't lose. A 2-0 win! That puts us in a brilliant position for the second leg. Oh, I can actually see us basically almost being through now, because they're going to need to score 3 at home without conceding, and without some of their good plays that they would have had before, that should be a piece of cake. So we have the second leg here against Piemonte Calcio. We're obviously going into this leg 2-0 up with no away goals for them, so we are in a brilliant position. Come on, let's just see how we do. We've got a 3-0 win. We beat Juve 5-0 on aggregate. That's an impressive result. I'm really happy about that. Well yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back when we find out our semi-finalist opponent. So here in the semis we have been drawn up against Leverkusen, which is going to be quite an interesting game I think, because I know they have got some good players, and obviously it's going to be Boadu going up against his former club. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back when we have got the away leg. So we have got the first leg here up against Leverkusen, away leg first, full strength starting 11, and let's just see how it goes. We pick up a 2-1 win away from, but Florentino's suspended again! He just loves getting suspended, doesn't he? Well, I guess I'll just bring you guys back when we have the home leg, but let's just hope that Gonçalves can fill in for Florentino. So we've got the home leg here guys. We have a 2-1 advantage over Leverkusen, so this game could go either way depending on if they get an away goal or not. Let's just hope out. Like I said, we are missing Florentino for a suspension, so Gonçalves is filling in midfield. Come on team, hold out. 2-1 win, we're through, get in. This is really good for us guys, because this means we're finally in the Champions League final after so many seasons of struggling. So in the final we are going to be facing AC Milan, which should be a very interesting game. I'm excited to see how their starting 11 is looking, considering they've managed to get through this far. So guys, we actually managed to pull away from PSG in order to win the title this season. They've picked up 3 losses in the second half of the season, which gave us quite a handy, is that 18 point lead we gained from it. Well, that's incredible. So we lost in the trophy in the start of the season to PSG on penalties. We won the Coupe de la Ligue BKT against PSG. So here's a final look at our squad before we get into the Champions League final here against AC Milan. We've got a few players who have gone up, a few players who have gone down a bit. We've got a few players who have exceeded expectations, in Gumny hitting an 89, which is nice to see. We've also got some world-class talent in De Jong and De Ligt in our midfield and defence. And we have an incredible attack force with both Erling Haaland and Myron Boadu. So I guess I'll bring you guys back in the Champions League final. And here we are, guys, kicking off in the Champions League final here against AC Milan. Both teams filled with confidence and hope of winning, but let's just see if it's us who comes out on top. Ball here's Moroni, played it through, Erling Haaland! Early chance, early goal! We go ahead in the 6th minute here of Champions League final against AC Milan. Who would have thought this was coming? Picked up by Grimaldo. Nice interception. Here's Moroni. Ball played through. Erling Haaland. First time finishing to the bottom corner. 1-0. Oh, chance here with Rafa. Crosses it in. Gumny just wins it. It's Alexander Isak. Blocked by De Ligt. Sazblowski. And then caught by Da Costa. Another chance on the break here. Lo Celso plays through Grimaldo. Infield. Here's Haaland. Plays out wide. It's Gumny. Plays in midfield. Still got a chance here, picked up by Florentino. Moroni, shots blocked, cleared away. Lo Celso, edge of the box. Not really edge of the box. Florentino plays it. Moroni shoots and scores! We go 2-0 up. It's not even been 15 minutes yet and we've already got a 2-goal advantage over AC Milan. What a start to a Champions League final this has been for us. Florentino. Saliba. It's Gumny out wide. Polish right back with space and speed, runs down, whips a cross in. Haaland. De Jong whips the corner in. Is the lit front post and just heads it wide. Florentino sprays the ball out wide to Grimaldo, who then plays it through. Is Giovanni Lo Celso. Sees Haaland at the back post, crosses it in, cleared away. Here's Gumny. Plays the edges, Florentino. Gonzalo Moroni here, cuts it back, shoots, left foot top corner, goal! And it's free! 3 goals up before half-time here against AC Milan. Who would have saw this coming going into the game? I know AC Milan have a really not that stronger side, but with a 92 rated goalkeeper, you still expect him to do better. But look at that, right in the top corner. Brilliant shot from Moroni. AC Milan have a chance here before half-time. Played here is Alexander Isak. Shoots, and a great save from Diego Costa. AC Milan have got the ball edge of the box here. Here's Sunset. He kills one. Caught by Diego Costa. We're getting close to half time now. All we need to do is really hold out this last few minutes. Longstaff plays it out wide. Here's Rafa. Frimpong gets tackled by Grimaldo. Frimpong re-wins it back though, and it's still got a chance here with Frimpong. Here's Longstaff. Oh no, I've given away a free kick in a dangerous position with Saliba. It's a booking for him, but we've got to really be worried about this free kick. This was stupid of me here. Why did I try and slide in? Just took Longstaff out. Never a chance here. Sabalauzi shoots, just puts it wide. However, we do go into the second half 3-0 up here against AC Milan. I can't be too complacent, as AC Milan know from first-hand experience being 3-0 up at half-time doesn't always mean the cup is in the bag. Second half's kicking off now, guys, and we have a 3-goal cushion, so as long as we don't concede 3, we should be fine. But we're starting off with a chance here straight from the get-go. Ball played is no, it's not Florentino, that's Boadu. Plays it out wide, here's Gumney. Do we have a chance to score straight away from half-time? Ball played in, it's Haaland and cleared away, but Grimaldo does get it here. Crossed in. Boadu just puts it wide of the post. Ball played through, here's Moroni for his hat-trick. Shoots, and it's just caught by Donnarumma. Longstaff plays through, it's Alexander Isak. It's back to Longstaff. Oh no, we've just given him space. Great save from Diego Costa. Smashed away from Saliba. AC Milan with a chance. Sunset. And here's Sabalau. It's just squeezed in that bottom corner past Diego Costa. That's a brilliant finish, but I'm a bit upset that our keeper's been beaten at the near post. Why is he celebrating as though he's just won the title? There's still 2 goals down. Oh, this is poor defending. I thought he was going to cut it back, but he just dribbles straight through. Smashes it in the bottom corner. Not really much else we can really do about that. We have a chance here though with Haaland, who cuts it inside and shoots, and it's a great save from Donnarumma. That's more of what I was expecting from the Italian. Strong left hand down to his bottom corner. Powerful shot from Haaland as well, so absolutely incredible goalkeeping. Moroni though plays it through here. Is Boadu. Nice little bit of dribbling and smashes it over the bar. Oh, it's a ball played through here. Poor defending. And Højbjerg scores. They've got a lifeline. They're still in this game now, team. What are you doing? We had a 3-goal advantage and some poor defending just leaves them through. What is Delete doing? Oh, they've just given them a lifeline. Højbjerg just smashes it past Diego Costa. Lo Celso, the Argentine, plays it out wide here to Grimaldo, guys. Come on, surely the game. We've just got to hold out a few more seconds. Here's Lo Celso, here's Haaland. Cuts it back, turns. Nice bit of strength here. Tackled, it's a penalty! We've got a penalty in the dying seconds. Calero, what are you doing, pal? You didn't really need to push in there, but this has just given us an ecstatic chance to put the game to bed now. Oh. Who's going to be on the penalty? Here's Haaland. I would let Haaland take it, but Moroni's on for a hat-trick, so Moroni's going to be taking this here. Just put it away, Moroni. He's missed. I put too much power on it for the hat-trick. Oh, I should have just let Haaland take it. Oh, I just wanted to bang it in the bottom corner. I should have just let Haaland take it. That was stupid from me. Come on, though. 93rd minute. Come on, guys. This is it. Game's over here. Come on! Despite a late scare from Højbjerg, and a late penalty miss from Moroni, we have still managed to come out on top from the 3 goals we scored in the first half being enough to help us see out the game. I'm really happy, guys. We've finally done it. We've took Paris FC from the 2nd division of French football to French champions 2 years in a row, and eventually now Champions League finalists. So without that, guys, I'm just going to let you enjoy the rest of the celebrations.